Hello viewers at home, welcome to Global Culture. My name is Akinwale Ojomo. As usual, I'm welcoming you to this section of Global Culture with Akinwale. I'm having this gentleman right here. He's actually one of the winners of the African Diaspora Marketplace, a program sponsored by Western Union and USAID for 2012. Mr. John Frank MAGINO, welcome.
Thank you. My name is John Frank MAGINO, one of the partners of Oribag Innovations Uganda Limited. It's a small farm, a startup farm which manufactures shopping bags from agricultural waste.
Wow. Okay, we're going to be talking more about that. And like you said, is they are focused on making bags, and that's one of the winners. Their projects, as a matter of fact, won one of the ADM projects for 2012. So tell us more about this company. Where is the company based?
The company is based in Uganda, and it's based in Kampala on 2nd Street industrial area.
Okay.
And but most of our raw materials, we get them from outskirts of Kampala, whereby we have farmers who harvest. After they harvest their banana plantains, then the banana tuber is processed into agricultural waste, which we use for manufacture of the bags.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And the bag, some of the samples, as a matter of fact, right here, but we will show that to some of the viewers shortly. But the key here is the African Diaspora Marketplace is an initiative, like I said before, to encourage the African diaspora on to have help in development by having economic activity in their home country. So, by the way, are you from which country? Are you from?
Uganda.
Okay, Uganda. So obviously, and you have some partners as well. From which country?
They are all from Uganda.
From exactly. So okay. So, but again, they are African diaspora living in the United States and doing things as a support for economic development in their home states. So let's move on quickly about this. So how did you know about this African Diaspora Marketplace before you put in your project? Okay,
last year I was informed by a friend that there was an activity going on African Diaspora, and he sent me a website.
Right.
But then the time limit last year was within 2 weeks, so I didn't have enough time to put in my project.
Okay, sure.
So I did put in a project, but I couldn't win because I didn't have enough time to prepare.
Right.
So then this year around, I prepared myself and I had all the data and all whatever was required.
Right.
Yeah, so that's when I put in that project which went through.
Went through. Good, congratulations.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
yeah, so now you have this funding. Can you tell us, our viewers, how much is this funding and what are the specific activities meant for?
Okay, this funding is going to be about $50,000 US. And most of this money, we are going to use it for purchase of machinery. Okay. Because most of our production, we are using old machinery, and we dry our products using the sun.
Okay, the sun. Okay.
The sun, and we don't have a machinery to dry them. Okay. So most of our funding is going towards purchase of dryers. Okay. And then some machines for what we call them beaters, which beat up the agricultural waste to put them into that fine texture, which we always use to manufacture the paper. The paper, okay, great, yeah.
Great, right. Now, in terms of, what's your expectation now that you have the check in your hand? So what is your expectation, or maybe, if not in your hand, maybe in the next few weeks or months, but what is your expectation in terms of your overview about what you want to achieve in going to this project?
Our production is going to be greatly increased because when you use the sun for drying your paper, of course you are limited because because of the weather. And once it rains, obviously the paper takes long to dry, maybe takes 2 days. But once we have the dryers, will be taking us a few hours. So that will increase our production. Okay. And since we have a large market, our sales will be greatly increased. Okay. And in our country, they recently passed a law banning the use of polythene bags. So there was no alternative. Right. So our bags now are going to be the alternative to be used as shopping bags.
As an alternative, right? Just like in Washington, D.C. Viewers at home, if you're watching us, we're here in Maryland, but in Washington, D.C., as a matter of fact, that's a polythene bag tax. So if you go to the supermarket or the superstore right now, you pay 5 cents to even be able to take your stuff out of the. So for me, this is like a green technology, right? So
yes.
It's not only helping, in the environment, of course, it's helping making sure that at least there are no closures in some of the water system. So looking at that in terms of, do you looking at the potential of not only the local market, talking about the export as well?
Yes, recently we even got some true orders from the United States here.
Wow, okay.
There are some true people who have stores which sell gifts. So at least they wanted, when we showed them one of these bags here which has got all these, they said, no, we want at least that, so that when we are giving somebody a gift and they are dealing in a organic material, so they would want something which is organic.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's where we are going to now.
This is great because your company is not only green, it's organic and it's very, very relevant. And as a matter of fact, one of our sister program is called Green Life, so we can have you talk about that as well, because that is a matter of getting the environment safe for the future. So tell us more about. So what is the timeline for this project?
No, the project is already going on.
Okay.
It has been there for 2 years, except that we have been on a small scale.
Okay.
So now when we get this funding, it will help us boost our production.
Okay,
yeah.
Great.
And then besides that, in Africa generally, there is a lot of waste, especially after harvest.
Okay.
All whatever is harvested, whatever the stems which are left, they are either burnt or destroyed.
Right.
So we are trying to put that into use and help the farmers earn more money out of the agriculture, what they would call it as a waste.
As a waste, okay,
yeah.
Great. Right. So if any viewers are watching us at home right now, so what is your message to them? Not only the African diaspora, even the United States investor or the United States public?
Yeah, I want them to support us, especially those industries which let me say, eco-based, eco-friendly. Especially whereby we have so much of that waste, agricultural waste, which is being, let me say, burnt or wasted, so that if we can put it into production and we get something out of it, it will of course help our local people down in the villages to earn more income.
Right.
And then of course even the products we produce will be useful, especially towards saving our environment.
Exactly, exactly. In terms of environment, I think that's very key because, like I mentioned before, in some cities, they have, of course, they have to pay to be able to, make sure that you get your polythene bag. So this is a very good alternative. I'm not sure if the camera is able to capture it. So now tell us, what's the name of your website? Do you have a website?
It is called the Oribag Innovations. info@innovations.com.
Okay, and we're going to be having that information on the credit list, so that way if you want to contact Mr. John or any of his partner, we will be able to really do that and talk more about this African Diaspora Marketplace winner. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we wish you the best, and hopefully we'll be able to talk more about, like in a couple of months, and see how you are going with this project and the impact on the local economy. Very, very important.
Yeah, that is very important.
Right. Viewers at home, before we go for today, we have some couple of announcements for you, especially the month of July is a very busy month, and we have a couple of announcements right here. There's a book signing, actually, which is by the title of the book is My First Coup d'etat and Other True Stories from Lost Decades of Africa. And this is actually being by the Vice President of Ghana, by the way, Mr. John Dramani. And this location is going to be 2941 Chesapeake Street, and that is in Northwest Washington, D.C. And the time is 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And for any contact, Julia is the contact 202-256-2836. And this information will be on the credit list as well. Also, the Office of the African Affairs actually is having an event as well, which is the third DC African Festival, coming up on July the 21st, and that's in this year, and you'll be able to have that as well. Finally, the African Diaspora Chamber of Commerce, this is based in Detroit, is having an event talking about electricity project in Nigeria. The date is July the 28th, and actually it's going to be at the DoubleTree Hotel in Detroit. All the information I mentioned, announcement will be on the credit. Thank you so much for watching today. Don't go away. We'll be able to come in with Cindy, another segment.
Hi, you're watching Global Culture. I'm Latoya Hickman-Kern. Stay tuned.
Hello, viewers. Welcome to another segment of continuing this session of Global Culture. Today I have with me Miss Latoya Hickman-Kern. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Wonderful. Welcome. And can you tell our viewers at home what's the name of your organization?
It's Whalers Creation Foster Adopted Youth Arts and Media Training.
Okay. Tell us more about this.
Yeah, we got started about 5 years ago, and we started our programming working with youth in the arts.
Okay, wow.
We work directly with foster youth from the DMV area, DC, Maryland, and Virginia.
Okay.
And we teach young people how to perfect their skills and talents on stage.
Wow, okay.
And in addition to us working with kids who have an interest in the performing arts, we also provide job opportunities, job connections, internships, paid positions, and hopefully even having youth to pursue their education and career in school by going on with continuing education. And then we have another program that's called Just Like Me.
Just Like Me?
Just Like Me.
Tell us more about that.
Just Like Me is a magazine that our youth publish.
Okay.
We are on Capitol Hill covering stories there. We interview celebrities. We interview community folks with the things that's going on in the community. We always cover a successful person that's gone through the foster care system.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Who's done good.
Good.
Because it just gives the youth the opportunity to see someone who's walked through their shoes and still became successful, even in spite of, or in however you want to look at that. And then we have a program that we started last summer, and it's called Fam Treats. It's Foster, Adopt, Mentor.
Okay.
Fam Treats is our culinary arts arm.
Okay.
And we are teaching young people how to become professional cooks.
Wow.
Cooking on a professional level, or if youth or just want to know how to cook for themselves and their families. Exactly.
Okay, wonderful.
They can do that.
I know you have an upcoming event.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about that? That's important.
Oh, I'm so excited about our event. It's called our 4th annual Around the World Fashion Show.
Right.
And what we're doing is we are spotlighting different types of fashion in different parts of the world.
Okay.
And we have, right now, we have an Asian designer that's putting in pieces.
Right.
We have an Indian designer, an American designer, and then we're still looking for designers from different countries. And so
if you're out there, maybe I'm doing
yes. So if you're looking for a place to submit your fashion, it's a great opportunity to showcase your fashion for our fashion show.
Okay, and the viewers at home, we'll be able to give information and the of course email address and the website on the credits, so that way. If you have any upcoming, fashion that you want art to showcase, especially for foster kids, it's a good cause to see people, children who are unable to have their own parents look after them, go through this in life, and at the end of the day, turn out to be successful. So, really commend you on your program. So, what's your final word for our viewers at home?
Foster, adopt, mentor. If you can't become an adopted parent, consider becoming a foster parent. If you can't foster or adopt, there are always children in need of mentors. Foster, adopt, mentor.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much. And of course, we'll be putting the event. And viewers at home, mark the calendar, is August the 18th, right?
August the 18th.
Okay, and what time is it going to be?
It's from 3 to 6. Okay. It's at the Duke Ellington School on 14. It's 1401. No, it's 1400.
Okay.
1400 P Street in Northwest.
Northwest. Okay.
On August the 18th.
Washington D.C. Right?
Washington D.C.
Okay, don't forget that. Yes, so because viewers are watching us all over the world. So.
Oh, fantastic!
Yes, and if for any reason you want to support her, the information and the website will be on the credit. So to see how our program is supporting the foster children in America. So thank you again for coming.
So
really
much.
appreciate you.
Thank
and
you.
Viewers at home, don't go away. We still have Cindy and the fashionista coming up after this show.
Hello, my name is Tommy Taylor Jr., actor, comedian, and international ladies man, and you're watching Global Culture.
Hi, and welcome back to another episode, another segment of Arts and Entertainment. My name is Cindy, and I'm going to be your host. I'm excited because I have a talented young man with us today, Mr. Tommy Taylor Jr. He's an actor, comedian, producer, a man of many talents. Welcome to the show, Tommy.
Well, thank you, Miss Cindy. I'm glad to be here.
Thank you for coming. So let's get right to it. What made you want to get into show business? The entertainment business?
The white girls. No, I was just joking. But I'm kind of serious though too. No, really, I always loved performing, entertaining people, making people laugh, and I guess since I was a kid, I used to like walk around the house and I would just imagine there was like a studio audience there.
I heard
got little
that.
issues, but but yeah, I don't know. I just loved always just being able to like entertain people. So
did you go to school for it, or did you plan to be an entertainer when you grew up, or did you stumble into it later, like, okay, I can make a career out of this?
I don't know. It was always a goal of mine, but I went to school for engineering and then did my master's in business. So very like not necessarily entertainment route, but my undergrad school was also like the top school for performing arts. So I did one of my minors was drama, so I did a little bit of that. And it really was, I was always kind of waiting, hoping somebody would discover me, like walking in the mall, like, hey, I want that dude for my movie.
Yeah.
And some stuff did happen, but it always seemed a little fishy.
Yeah.
And so then, like, after a while, I decided to, like, be a little more proactive myself and, instead of just waiting for something to happen, trying to go out there and get it. So.
Right. And what was your first step into waiting for somebody to discover you to actually saying, okay, I'm going to do this? What was the first thing that you did?
The first thing I did, I guess, was research. Making sure I did everything the right way. Mm-hmm. Getting like your, and since I am kind of like technical and business oriented, so like make sure I have my headshots, my website up, and seeking an agent, things like that. Making sure I have like all the things in place, and also just kind of being a little more diligent, going out like searching for casting calls and talking to people that I would meet like on different sets and things like that, and just really going about it and trying to, find my place.
Yeah. Well, I know you do clean comedy. How is that working for you? Have you had any setbacks, or has it given you an edge? How's that work for you?
It's actually kind of interesting. I do clean comedy. I just consider myself like comedy, but I just like personally, I don't curse or anything like that in my act, and but it's kind of weird sometimes. Like I feel like sometimes I'm a little too edgy for like church events, but then I'm a little too like clean for like the comedy clubs. But I really just try to be myself. Like I'm enjoy making people laugh, but like kind of making everybody be able to laugh. And not just relying on certain things to do that. So. It's been definitely a challenge. I think it's a little more challenging, like really thinking through your jokes, trying to make it, funny without kind of relying on, because a lot of times, people rely on like, the curse word makes stuff sound funny, or, just relating everything back to sex or something like that. Yeah. But, kind of take it away from there is a little, slightly more challenging, but I think it's also, very rewarding. And, it does help you out a lot because, to be on TV and stuff like that, you have to be clean and stuff as well. So it's not like a challenge when that stuff comes for me.
I think it's good too for the young people that look up to you that might want to do comedy. It's a good example to set for them.
Yeah.
So you were born and raised in D.C., right? Did you always want to stay here and continue on with your work, or do you have any plans to go out west to L.A.?
Yeah, go out there a little bit. I guess one of my goals has been kind of to do some stuff here. I really like, I think DC has definitely a large talent pool. You think like a lot of the comedians a lot of big comedians came from DC, like your Dave Chappelle's, Martin Lawrence's, things like that. And so really one of my big goals is to, provide a vehicle and outlet for like people here in the city, in this area. And so like I started my TV show, The Tommy Taylor Show. It's been doing very well, won numerous awards and things like that. And seeing if we can get some deals worked out. But I would really like to do it here, and to kind of have open up some space for like the DC talent, because I think we do have a lot of talented people here, like myself.
Hold on the East Coast for all of us.
Yeah.
But so tell me about the show. It's a sketch comedy show, right?
Yeah, it's a sketch comedy show. I don't know, it's kind of like, I guess, like in Living Color, Dave Chappelle show a little bit, type of thing, but again, it kind of goes against, with my brand of comedy, like good, clean comedy. Like we, maybe a little edgy sometimes, but, it's all, anybody could watch it and have a good time watching it. It features the Tommy Girls. Yep. One
of the Tommy Girls is here today.
Yeah.
She's going to be doing fashion segment later.
Yeah, she's crazy too. No, but she's super talented. Now, like all the females, it's kind of, my idea was I had a lot of like female friends who were like models and actors and stuff like that, but didn't have like an outlet to do things. And so I kind of created like the Tommy Girls. I kind of think of like the Fly Girls from Living Color, but they don't dance. They're kind of like, they're more like models / comedians / actresses, and they do a lot of the acting and stuff and like the skits, but they're all like super talented, very funny, and definitely add a lot to the show.
So how would one become a Tommy Girl if she was out there looking to be one?
Well, there's a special partner. No, we actually have auditions. We had and I think we've had I think this is second year of auditions. They like been growing. Like we had several hundred people like apply, like from all over the country.
Wow. And
so it's been pretty interesting. And we have a lot of then we select people to come and audition and see what they have, and we just kind of put them through our little special test and try to pick the best ones. Okay. Really like the most talented ones.
Special tests, okay.
Yeah, now we just kind of do some crazy like improv stuff and things like that. So it's definitely funny.
So tell me what's coming up next for the Tommy Taylor Show?
What's coming up next? Well, we're still shooting. We'll probably be doing another Tommy Girl casting call pretty soon for like the next season. And actually kind of we have some interest for some network stuff, network deals and things like that. So we'll be shopping the show around and seeing what we can do there. But just kind of continuing to let it grow. We've actually just yesterday we won like a national award for like the best entertainment program.
I heard that. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So it's been receiving some accolades, things like that, and I think like the more people who see it, when people watch it, I think they like it. Yeah. And especially like in the whole TV format. So just trying to expand the audience and grow that and see like where we can take it next.
Yeah. Well, it shows because this year you won the Viewers' Choice Awards, right, for DCTV?
Yes, we did win Viewers' Choice Awards. Record-setting votes. Over 18,000 people voted for us.
Seriously, you won just about every award you could win for having a show. Every time I look up, there's another award for Tommy Taylor Show, so that's great. And for it to be based in the D.C. area, that's great.
Yeah, I just think, a lot of, I couldn't do it alone, so it's definitely all about the teamwork and the crew that we have and the Tommy Girls and other actors and stuff that are on the show, so, just allowing my vision to kind of come forward. Now, it's funny, actually, when I first started, sometimes I would have an idea, and then, sometimes you try to have the people execute, and it wasn't really working out the way I wanted it to. So having, the right people in place definitely allows us to come, full circle. So I definitely thank all of them.
Yeah. Well, you also have I think it's a short film, A Family Affair, that's out now, right?
Yeah. Actually, that was the idea was for one. Sabrina, one of the Tommy girls, she texted me one day with a concept. And I was like, that's pretty cool. So I kind of wrote a script up about it, and fleshed out a little bit. And then we shot it, and we're accepting a couple of film festivals, and we're going through the film festival circuit right now around the country. It's been doing pretty good. Actually, we're like one of the first comedies in the Rosebud Film Festival, and it's a very a lot of the entries are real, like, deeply personal type of film. So it was kind of,
a nice relief for the audience.
Yeah, but it was kind of cool that we were accepted, because they were saying they really only accept a lot of comedy. So,
okay.
So it meant a lot to me that we were able to be accepted to this festival and things like that. So it's going around, it's doing pretty well. People seem to be enjoying it. And
that's cool. I mean, I've been hearing about it from different outlets, so that's good.
Yeah.
Before we go, because we're almost out of time, for anybody out there who has, a camera and a dream, do you have any advice to them? What can they do to get started? You can tell them right here.
Well, I don't give away my secrets personally. I don't want no competition. But no, I think the biggest thing for me is really just to go ahead and do it. I mean, a lot of times I think everybody has ideas, and I think a few people who actually go out there and execute them. So, just going out there and starting something. There's a guy Kawasaki. He was he worked for Apple, but like one of his things is "Don't worry, be crappy." Yeah, so I mean, you really can't wait for everything to be perfect and the perfect time, and then you got to get this right and that right. Sometimes you just put something together and put it out there, some amazing things will happen. And I'm definitely a testament to that. For when we first started the show, it was kind of just me and a couple friends that had a little camera, and we just shot some stuff, put it together. The first video we put up, was on Yahoo's homepage, the feature video, and kind of grew from there. We got been through this documentary, African Americans in Television, that aired throughout Europe. And I was they had BET executives and from Radio 1, and me, I was one of the 6 people. Now I don't know how that happened, but I just think it's all about just putting your stuff out there, and you never know what will happen. So
yep, you got to put your work out there so people can see it and they'll find you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, Tommy.
Thank you, Sandy.
It was so great having you and having me laugh so much. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Up next, we have Sonata. She's going to give you a little bit of fashion tips. She's also one of the Tommy girls. So,
Tommy girls,
like he said, she's pretty funny, so prepare to laugh. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Hi, and I'm here with Sonata, one of the Tommy girls I was telling you about.
Hello.
She's going to have a fashion segment on the show coming up, and she's here with us today just to tell us a little bit about what you're going to be talking about in your segment.
All right. Well, again, my name is Sonata Odu, and I'm here to discuss the latest fashion trends, because we all know that when we look good, we feel good. So some of the hottest fashion trends for this season, it's gold. So you see I have on gold, gold rings, gold bracelets, and the key is to bling it out, glam it up, put on as much as you can. Tastefully, but you want to make sure that you're shining. The next fashion trend is neon colors. Okay. So as you can see, I have on a splash of neon pink. And if you have on neon colors, you kind of want to balance it out and put on something nude or neutral. And the third fashion trend that I'm discussing today is short jackets. So short jackets are making their way back in, so just throw on a little short jacket with a tank top and some jeans, and you're good to go. So those are the latest fashion trends.
Do you have any tips for mixing the makeup in with the outfit? Because I see you have a gold going on up here.
Well, I think because gold is in this season, that's why you see that I've accentuated a lot with the gold.
Right.
So if you're going out, and again, you may not have a whole bunch of gold on down here, but maybe you want to gold it up with your makeup. So that's why, again, that's the trend for this season, you can never go wrong with gold.
Gold is my favorite.
Gold is it.
Okay, and so what event? You have an event coming up.
Baltimore Fashion Week. So,
which you're going to be a part of, right?
I am hosting the red carpet, so I'm really excited about that. But yeah, so discussing some of these trends, we'll definitely see that in Baltimore Fashion Week with the neon colors, the golds, the short jackets. You'll see some vertical stripes. There'll be a lot of things. So that is Baltimore Fashion Week, and that is August 17th through the 19th. You can check out the details on www.baltimore-fashionweek.com/2012.
Okay, and so you're going to bring back the best dress and the worst dress list for us?
Oh, they don't want it. I'm telling you, I'm just letting you all know right now. You show up right.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Sinota. I'm looking forward to your segment. I guess we'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for having me. Miss Odu signing off. Global Culture.